Alright guys, what's up? Coming at you with Hamatora, the animation review. Now, I really like this anime. I love the characters, I love the concept, the ideas, just everything about it just clicks with me and I like that. So I'm going to start reviewing this anime. It's at episode 4 right now. I'm guessing that there's going to be 12 episodes, possibly 24, maybe, but highly unlikely. I'm guessing that's just going to be at 12 episodes. So I'm going to start reviewing it starting from episode 5, which will be out sometime next week. So right now I'm just going to do a base summary, everything from episodes 1 through 4, all of the information that we're gathering so far. So basically in this anime, there are people who have given powers called minimums. Now with these minimums, you're either born with it or you're not. So if you're born with it, you have it. If you don't, sucks for you. You cannot get it later on in life. So these people who have minimums, they have the option of going into this prestigious academy called Facultas, where you pretty much get tested to see if you have a minimum. And if you do, you pretty much get raised up. You take these classes, and if you just so happen to graduate, you're guaranteed a very good paying job. Hold on, let me check my phone. Okay. So, lost my train of thought, hold on. So yeah, if you graduate, you pretty much get guaranteed a very good paying job compared to other people who, if they're not born with minimums, they can't get accepted into this university. They'll have to work for what they have. Unlike people who have minimums with these abilities. So, with that goes, saying that, this is pretty much focused on an investigation company called Hamatora. And I put the quotation marks around company because even though they're supposed to be a company, their base of operations is a cafe shop. And they have a little table. It's not even big. It's just a small little table of where they get jobs, and I don't even so anyway, that being said, their base of operations is a cafe. Most of the people who are in Hamatora are minimum holders. And by the way, that's the people who have minimums are called. They're called minimum holders. Basically because they're holders of a minimum. So yeah, out of everybody in Hamatora who does the investigations, there are around 6 to 7 people. 4 of them are minimum holders. 2 of them who graduated Facultas Academy are in the top elite. One of them being Nice, and the other one being his partner, whose name I forgot. Excuse me, I can't remember his name. But his partner, he scored second out of all of the tests and the results. He has second out of every single student who has graduated Facultas Academy. He has second overall. And Nice, our main character, he's first. But then again, nobody knows the results because he scored so high above everyone else that his results are classified. Nobody can look at them except for the higher ups at Facultas Academy. And with that, you would think that their job, they get paid a lot, but they don't. And the reason that being is because the minimum holders there has not asked for any help for Facultas Academy. And that's strange because when you go to this academy, you would expect to get a really good paying job. You would want that help and accept it. But these 2, these 4, Nice, his partner, and the other 2, they haven't accepted their help. They started this on their own. So, pretty much with that being said, I really want to, so far, we haven't really gotten an explanation as to why they didn't accept any help from Facultas. All we know is that they don't like how Facultas does things. And so with that being said, the investigations that Hamatora gets, is a large variety of things, whether it's from helping them, whether it's from helping somebody find a lost kitten, or from guarding a vault, or just from beating up some punk thugs. They get a large variety of investigations. And Nice, for some reason, he always chooses the cheapest jobs, where usually it's just from 100,000 yen. And he always gets yelled at because he usually is not able to find something to eat because he always chooses the cheapest paying jobs. So basically with this, there's another person who I really want to discuss about. His name is Art and Moral, however you want to pronounce it. But I'm just going to get into Art right now. He went to Facultas Academy and he graduated. But the thing about it is that he is not a minimum holder. When he took the test to see if he had a minimum, he scored a negative. X. You don't have it. But this guy was so intellectually superior above everyone else that he was accepted there. And he took, I don't really know what kind of test he would be taking since most of them were for minimum holders. So he was able to take these tests and surprisingly graduate within the top faction of the academy. And he now works, he works as an investigator for the police. And so onto the other person I wanted to talk about. His name is Moral. He is pretty much going to be the main antagonist of this series for right now. And this guy was revealed early, within like the second or third episode, I believe. This guy, he has a, I want to say he has a grudge against minimum holders. And he kind of he's at a standpoint of where I'm at right now. I don't like people who has the silver spoon in their mouths, mainly because of their attitude and the way they perceive things. Morale is the same exact way, where he's even gone so far as to try and create minimum holders himself. And the way he does this is that he kills the people who has minimums. He takes out their brain, and through a process or whatever, he's able to create more than one minimum holders. And these people are called innate minimum holders because they were given this ability. And at the beginning of this review, I said that if you have a minimum, good for you. If you don't, then too bad. You won't be able to get it later. But that's now changed through this antagonist. He is able to give people minimum holders by taking out the brains of those who were born with it. So with that being said, he's saying that he's trying to save people. If you want power, come to me and I'll give it to you. And this has been shown several times throughout the anime, throughout the couple of episodes they've had, throughout the episodes that have been. So now with this new antagonist, Art has already bumped heads with this guy. But of course, being with the police, you can't arrest somebody unless you actually have evidence, unless you have proof. And this guy, Moral, he burned his entire house down where he was holding these operations so that nobody would get the evidence. This guy is smart. And so far, the connection with all of these characters that I've mentioned so far, it seems that Moral knows Nice. I don't really know how, because again, we're only on the 4th episode, but still, it's just, these two are very similar, and Art already knows this, because Art knows Nice as well. And I'm guessing that the both of them were probably in the same graduating class. So Art is doing whatever he can to try and get these two away from each other, because Art usually asks Nice and Hamatora to help them with the investigations every now and then. So Art is doing whatever he can to try and get these two away from each other, because if these two meet, Art just might go with this antagonist. So that's pretty much all I wanted to try and get out within these 4 episodes that have been aired. That's pretty much all the information I've been able to get out. One more thing. these innate minimum holders. No, not the innate minimum holders. Minimum holders in general. I thought when it just said abilities, I thought all it replied to was physical. But in actuality, it can also be applied to objects. Like there was this one guy, this fat otaku nerd. He's fat, he's greasy, he has pimples on his face, he's ugly. And the thing about him was that his minimum, he's able to make himself look handsome via camera. He has a camera set up just like I do right now. And through the use of his minimum, he can look handsome as hell. Like right now, say if I had that same minimum, you wouldn't be looking at me right now. You'd be looking at Brad Pitt or Will Smith or somebody. That's the kind of minimum he has. And another person that was revealed in episode 4, she's able to predict what happens in a certain area with a tablet. That is some OP kind of stuff right there. And her partner, he's able to pretty much get the, how can I say this? He looks like a beast. And when he reads from this little book, which I'm guessing is what he uses to flow through his minimum. When he reads something, he gets the power of a beast, literally. He's able to tear off the roof of a fucking car. Like I said, so much stuff that can be learned. I'm running out of words to say, so I'm pretty much going to end this review right here. Make sure to check out Hamatora. My episode 5 review will be out whenever the episode airs. Rate, comment, subscribe, you guys. Catch y'all next week.